The first day of required facial coverings in San Diego was met with a bit of confusion about what the order actually says. Thank you for joining us for the nightly check-in. I'm Catherine Garcia. Today we went around the county to make sure San Diegans understand the order going into the weekend.
It's for our protection, their protection. We all want to be safe.
I think this is the only way we're going to stop it.
I wear a mask everywhere I go. I try to.
I don't think it helps much, but I guess we're just going to go with the flow.
So here is what the actual public health order says. If you leave your home, you are required to have a mask with you in your possession. If you go into a business, you are required to put it on. And if you are out in public and are going to be within 6 feet of someone, you need to put it on.
Some people aren't, but they seem to be with people from their household, which I understand you're allowed to do. And for the most part, people are keeping their distance from each other.
When I'm walking around my neighborhood and there's nobody around, then I just pull it down. And when I see somebody, I put it on.
While facial coverings and quarantine frustrations are growing, San Diego County leaders say we are on course to gradually ease those restrictions. They say it's thanks to steady improvements in testing, tracing, and treatment. With masks now required here in the county, parents may wonder how young is too young to put a mask on kids. The CDC says cloth masks do not belong on children younger than 2 because the child could suffocate. Instead, parents should keep babies 6 feet from others in public and consider draping a blanket over an infant seat or carrier. Here are the latest statistics in San Diego. We have 147 new cases, bringing the total to more than 3,700. The positive test rate stayed at 6% for the 3rd straight day. Daily tests remain around 2,600, which is about half of the county's ultimate daily goal. 10 more San Diegans have died, now totaling 134 deaths since the pandemic began. Today, Governor Newsom assured residents that California is many days, not weeks, away from slowly reopening. He said the state is closer than ever to loosening restrictions, but he said people need to maintain social distancing and keep obeying local county orders. He acknowledged that there's a lot of anxiety after weeks of staying home, but he said if people start gathering in large groups, the virus could spread and further delay any relaxing of the rules.
I just want folks to know we're getting very close to making really meaningful augmentations to that stay-at-home order. We are, we said weeks, not months, about 4 or 5 days ago. I want to say many days, not weeks.
Newsom said the second phase of a staggered reopening would include some lower-risk businesses and workplaces, along with more public spaces. He said he might have more to announce about that next week. A San Diego family is calling it a miracle after 4 members had coronavirus and survived, including one member of the family who almost did not make it. 47-year-old Maria Ramirez was released from Palomar Medical Center on April 29th after 18 days fighting COVID-19. Her sister, 61-year-old Juana Ramirez, was still in the hospital fighting the virus. The doctors told the family to think about taking her home so she could be more comfortable. But then her health improved. Juana may be coming home as soon as next week.
I mean, I'm glad she's okay. I don't know why I'm crying right now, but I know she's okay. But I just, you relive these memories and it's like, it's just horrible.
2 of the other family members who had coronavirus actually didn't show any symptoms. The family wanted to share their story because they say it is one of hope during the pandemic. Okay, how is your weekend weather panning out? Let's check in with Dagmar.
A beautiful Saturday is in store for everyone. Temperature-wise, you are looking at about that mid-70 mark along the coast. A few morning clouds, but mostly sunny skies after that. Inland valleys, again, mostly sunny. Temperatures feeling warm, but not too warm. You're at around the upper 70s and the low 80s. Mountains just about perfect, sunny and 70. And the deserts, you have a bit of a cool down. Enjoy temperatures not in the low 100s or the 105, 106 mark, but rather the low 90s to the mid 90s, feeling much better. So enjoy a beautiful Saturday for all around.
If you feel like your kids are playing video games nonstop these days, you're not alone. With more time at home, more gamers are logging on more often. So here are some tips about regulating screen time during the pandemic. Parents can learn about setting device controls at parentaltools.org. Parents can find game ratings and other details on packaging or product details on the page for digital downloads.
Know that you need to make effective transitions from stopping the game into something else with your child or with your family.
Experts say it's also important to manage expectations so there's less pushback when it's time to put down that controller, and playing games with them could also be a great way to spend quality time. Disney is selling reusable cloth face masks for charity. The masks feature characters from across Disney's companies, including Marvel, Pixar, and Star Wars. Disney will donate as much as $1 million in profit from the mask sales to MedShare. That's a nonprofit that distributes medical supplies to hospitals in developing countries. A 4-pack of masks sells for about $20, and they are available for pre-order now. That's going to do it for our nightly check-in. We'll be back with another check-in on Monday. Have a good weekend.